parsing today and couple of examples. The first requirement is considerate. See, some examples may repeat, but yeah, may record, but may repeat, but the clarity what I am giving is for try to understand. So first requirement is listen here. Maybe you have written, but the flow, how you are exactly writing. Write a console program. The requirement is, what is the requirement I am giving you here? Write a console program, all of you. Just observe the task. Task for you. Right. Write a console program. Observe all of you. Write a console program to store employee information. Employee information. That is employee number, and employee name, and employee salary into three variables. Write a console program. Try to concentrate all of the people. Right, I'll ask you questions. Get ready for questions. Into three variables and print like below. Okay. So now I'm giving expectable OP. Expectable OP means output I'm giving you. I'm going to design the OP. What exactly I'm expecting. Three employee information means the expectable OP is like this. The expectable OP is like this, right? Enter employee number. You are asking the user, Babu, user, please enter employee number. Let's say user entered 123 and user pressed enter. This 123 you are storing into a variable called ENO. My question is, ENO should be which type? Vinil, ENO data type should be what? Vinil, ENO type. ENO, employee number data type should be what?
Integer. It should be integer.
Integer.
Data type.
Data type. ENO data type is what?
Employee number should be Ula. Oh.
Or it can contain string, it can contain characters too. So
No. It is not like that. It is not like that. We are assuming that employee numbers are only numerical data in our company.
Then it is
Ulang.
fine, sir.
Ulong, sir.
Ulang.
Is what Ulang. But how can you say into? We discussed about that, right? Ulang. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Next, enter. Right, concentrate. Mute yourself whenever there is a noise. Enter employee name. Enter employee name. User entered Rama. Rama is entered by the user, storing into a variable called ename, Rama. But ename type should be what?
String.
String. Next, enter salary. Suppose user entered 1,000 rupees only. 1,000. That salary you are storing into a variable called ESAL. ESAL can be what type? Let's say double. Right. Next, mute yourself, 1,000. Now this is the accepting. But wherever you need typecasting, there you have to perform a concept called parsing. I'm expecting that you will implement parsing. Now you are displaying output. You are displaying EMPNO is 1, 2, 3. EMPNO is 1, 2, 3. You are printing like this. Next, EMP name is Rama. EMP name is Rama. This you are printing. Next, salary is 1,000. You are printing like that. This is a requirement. And whenever you want to implement typecasting, you go for a concept called parsing. Now, right. So let's write this program. I think so already you have written these programs in our assignments. But now just I am giving the clarity. Any confusions are there, you can overcome now. Right. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. Sammy, are you there? Or Yeah. Now,
Yes, sir.
yeah, come on. Tell me the code. Tell me the code.
Yes, sir. Console dot write line.
Console.writeline.
Enter employee number.
Enter employee number. Console.writeline.
Yes,
Enter
sir.
employee number. Okay. So here employee number. Writeline method is printing what? Writeline is the method. Console is the class. Will print the given value. Okay. Now and semicolon. Now tell me.
Now
Yeah.
you
Ulong.
long
Hmm.
EMPNO
ENO.
employee number
ENO.
EMPNO equals to you
Whenever
long
you want to accept input from the user, you will use what? Console.readline.
real line, sir.
But any problem here, Sammy?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's the problem?
It's string type, so we have to convert it into long, so we can use parsing method.
It will accept input from the user called 123, but it will return 123 as a string value. Why it will return string?
Value, sir.
Because readline method is
Because the read line return type value is string.
string. That's why if you entered 123, that it will return as double quotes 123. Double quotes 123 is a string value. String value you want to assign into ulong variable. Match or mismatch? Mismatch.
Mismatch, sir.
You are going to do typecasting. For that you are using a technique called parsing. Now tell me how to apply parsing here.
Ulong
Uh,
dot parse
dot
dot
parse
parse
ulong dot parse
console dot read.
console dot relay ulong dot parse
Yes, sir.
console dot relay over. Okay, next yeah, so here we are converting from which type to which type. Here we are converting from which type to which type. String to
From string to ulong.
ulong. Now come on. Yes, Uma, can you continue the program?
Yes,
Come on.
yes, sir.
Tell me.
Console.writeline,
Console dot write line. Right.
enter employee name.
Enter employee name. So Uma, did you complete all the
Yes,
tasks yesterday?
yes, sir.
How much time you are spending for the tasks?
Around an hour.
Hour? Did you try any other examples than the lab book?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So very good.
String ename.
That's the reason you are having gap. Even though you are from non-IT background, you are working hard. That's why you are following the class like anything. Okay. Now tell me, what is that?
Equals to console.readline.
Console dot readline. Console dot readline. Here my question is, here do we require typecasting or not in this line, Uma?
No, sir.
Why?
Because it's already in the string, sir. The and employee name is also already in the string.
String value you are assigning to string variable, so no problem. Now next,
Yes,
come
sir.
on. Next.
Console.writeline,
Right name, enter salary
enter employee salary.
or salary. Next,
Double
double
employee salary,
ESAL,
EMP sal
ESAL or EMP sal.
equals to
Uh,
double dot parse
parsa, double dot
console dot readline.
console dot readline. Console dot readline. Okay. Next, what is that?
Readline.
Console dot right line printing.
Console dot readline employee number is EMP ENO, sorry.
ENO, ENO. Next, come on.
Console dot readline
Dot right line.
employee name
By name.
is EMP ename.
Ename. Ename. Okay. Next.
Console dot readline
Console dot right line.
employee salary is
Salary is
ESAL.
Okay. Now, okay. Finally, what is it? Console dot last console dot what?
Readline.
Console dot read line.
Readline.
Console dot read line. Console dot read line. Right. This is the program. Okay. Compilation and execution. You can observe. Now I am expressing the program line by line. Try to understand. So you will have some. If you have any confusions, which you can overcome now. All of you guys observe. Okay. Now, right. 1 second. Right. Yeah. Now, whenever you run this application, Kumar, sorry, Shravan, are you getting voice? You can unmute for 1 second. Shravan, hello.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you're getting I'm not this 7, other 7 is there. Shravan Kumar, right?
Yes, yes, yes. I'm getting that.
You are getting voice, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, you can mute yourself. Just observe the class. That's it. Okay, right. Able to see my screen? Okay, fine. Now here, guys, whenever you run the application, program execution starts by main method. So according to that, first statement is what? Write line. Write line is what? Method. Will print the given value on output window, and printing the value, and after printing the value, write line method will move the cursor to next line. After this, control will execute this statement. In this statement, yesterday I was explaining, this statement will execute in how many phases. First it will execute RHS. RHS means right hand side code. It will execute right hand side. In right hand side here, ulong is the data type, dot is the operator, parse is the method. So data type dot parse. Parse is the method. First parse method will get called. Parse method will get called, but after that get call, it will execute, but actually it will execute parse method signature. As part of signature, you have written one more method called readline. The readline is a member method of console class. That's why console.readline. Now control is executing readline method, which is holding the command prompt window. Now right now command prompt window is blinking or holding because of readline method, because it is waiting for the user input. User entered 1. User entered 1 and accepted by readline. 2 entered by the user, accepted by readline. 3 entered by the user, accepted by the readline. Like this, readline method will accept input from the user until user will press an enter. Once user will press enter key like this, then readline method will stop accepting, and it will return that accepted value as a string value. Why? Because the method return type is, here you can observe, this readline method return type is string. It is a member of console class, return type is string. String means it will return any value within the double quotes. According to that, once you press enter, in this place means here what will happen, yeah, here what will happen, I'm explaining here. Here in this case, you are the user. You entered 1, 2, 3, accepted by readline, but readline will return this 1, 2, 3 as a double quotes 1, 2, 3. Here this double quotes 1, 2, 3 is nothing but string data. Finally, this parenthesis part, the signature part, within this you will have a value called double quotes 1, 2, 3 value will be there within the parse method signature. Okay. Now parse method will convert this string value into ulong. Parse method will convert string value into ulong. According to that, it will remove the double quotes and it will hold a value called 1, 2, 3. Now 1, 2, 3 is of type called ulong right now because converted by the parse. After RHS execution, control will execute LHS. In LHS, it will create a variable. Name is envo, type is ulong. Now RHS contain a value called 1, 2, 3. The data type is ulong. LHS contain a variable called envo. The data type is ulong. So both data types are matched. That's why control will execute assignment operator. Assignment operator will assign that 1, 2, 3 into LHS variable. 1, 2, 3 will be assigned. So after this what will happen? Next to control will execute console.writeline. What is that? Enter employee name. Control will execute console.writeline. That is nothing but what? Enter employee name. Enter employee name. So now you can observe the output. You can observe the output. Enter employee name. You can observe the output. Now, yeah, enter employee name. Now in this enter employee name, right line printing, moving the cursor to next line. Next control will execute this statement. But in this statement, you don't have any typecasting. Reason we have to set console.readline. Readline means holding the output window. User entered Rama. Rama is entered by the user, accepted by the readline. Once you press enter, this read line will return this Rama as a double quotes Rama. It is a string value, and LHS will create a variable, ename variable, and it is a string type. That RHS value Rama will be assigned into LHS variable. String value you are assigning into string variable, so don't require any parsing called typecasting. Next, console.writeLine. Enter salary. Enter salary, printing the value, and will be moving the cursor to next line. Next, after this, control will execute here in this line LHS and RHS. Again, RHS will execute. In RHS, parse method will execute. As part of parse method, you have a signature part contain readline. That console.readline is holding the command prompt window, and user entered 1000 is entered by the user, accepted by the readline. Once you press the enter, readline method will return this 1000 as a, again same story. 1000 as again here also same story. Again I am explaining with my pen board. You try to understand. If you didn't understand last time, at least you can understand now. You can observe, guys. You can observe. Now I'm explaining. Right? Yeah, if you will understand this program, I'm sure you can understand anything. Here user entered, here user entered 1000 only. But readline is accepted 1000 and it returned 1000 as a double quotes 1000. Nothing but string data. So parse method, what it will do, it will convert this 1000 string data into double. Right now 1000 is a double type. Next LHS will execute, create a variable. Next assignment will assign the 1000 into this esal variable. After this, control will execute what? Next statement. That next statement is console.writeLine, that is EMPNO is ENO. ENO is nothing but 1, 2, 3. Next, after printing this, it will move the cursor to next line. Now, console.writeLine, this writeLine method will execute. EMP name is ename. EMP name is ename. Ename is nothing but Rama. Next, after this, control will execute console.writeLine. Salary is esal. That is nothing but 1000, and move the cursor to next line. And after this, control will execute console.readline, which is holding the command prompt window until user will press an enter key. This is the program. So similarly, I am giving one more program to all the people. If you are able to write that, it will be good. The next task for you is write a console program to store student information, that is student ID, student name, student phone number, and display like below. Again, you are accepting three inputs from the user. Student ID, student name, student phone number, and display like below. Right? So what you are accepting from the user is student ID, student name, student phone number. Can you write the program, guys, all of you? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Come on, give me the response, all of you. Vinil, can you write the program? Who can write the program for this requirement? One by one, unmute and you can respond voice.
I can write.
Yes, sir.
Bhaskar,
I can write, sir.
unmute all of you.
I can also write.
I can, sir.
I can write.
Yes, sir, I can.
Sir, I can write.
Right.
I wrote, sir.
Yeah.
I will write.
Come on, you do no. I've written yesterday. I've written day before yesterday. I don't want that. Okay. First you have to do, design. Using pen and paper, you design the expectable output. Then you write the program. And execute. First take pen and paper. Design OP. How I am designing in my pen board, my digital board. I'm doing same way. You have to do that first. Then go for program. Don't write the program blindly. you are constructing a house without house plan, how it will be? Same way, program also, first you have to design the expectable output, then you have to go for the program. No, don't send me the yesterday programs. Okay, you write now for this requirement. Lively, you have to write the code. Yeah, Uma, are you writing? Yes, completed. Completed people can respond. Program completed people.
Yes, sir.
Who are completed? Tell your name.
I completed, sir.
Uma, sir.
Next. Next.
Shobhma done, sir.
Next.
Rehearsal.
Ami sir,
Next.
Renuka, sir.
Right. Very good. Very good. Very good. Let's see the program. Anybody are having problem, we will write the code. Now we will show the requirement to you all. See, this is the requirement. This is the requirement. What is the requirement? Write a console program to store student information. That is student name, student name. Mute yourself. Noise is coming. Mute yourself. Right. Student phone number. Kalyani, mute yourself. Student phone number and display like below. See, whenever I have given a task, don't write the code blindly. Don't write the code blindly. Whether it is small program or big program, the procedure will be. Yeah, Noble, are you getting my voice? Noble, you can unmute for 1 second. Getting my voice?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, I do. I get.
Yeah,
I'm getting.
able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. You can unmute and we'll talk to you. You can mute and we'll talk till the end of the session. And now, guys, see what I am advising to all the people. See, if you want to improve your programming skills, always, whenever there is a requirement, analyze the requirement and design the expectable OP like this. Expectable OP. This procedure for one line program or 2-line program. So now Uma, now Renuka, tell me the requirement. Storing what?
Student ID.
Student ID.
We have to display student ID, student name.
1 minute. Enter student ID. Enter student ID. Called student number. Numerical data. For example, user entered 111. 111 you are storing into a variable called SID. SID data type you can give it as what?
Ulong.
Ulong. You can give it as Ulong because student ID means like all ticket numbers. It will be a unsigned data, no negative values and huge amount of data. That's why we are going for Ulong. Enter student name.
Student name.
Enter student name. Try to understand all of you. Maybe Rama. User entered. Press enter key. Now Rama is stored into a variable called SName. But SName data type is what, Renuka?
String, sir.
String. Very good. String. Next, tell me. Enter what?
Student phone number.
Enter phone number. Enter phone number. You are asking the user Babu, enter phone number. Let's say he's entered a number called 9866193194. Now that number you store into a variable called SPHNO. 9866193194. Suppose you entered. What is the data type of S phone number, Renuka?
Long, sir.
Think twice and thrice and tell me the data type. Long or
Ulong, sir.
Ulong.
Uint.
Ulong. Now, yes. Now you have to display the outputs. Student
So
ID.
it can be uint too.
Uint cannot accommodate phone number. You check it one more time in system.
Sir, it shows it can accommodate 10 digits, sir. Phone number is 10 digits.
But sometimes you will enter with STD code 91. Then
Yes. It won't accept.
Okay.
10 to 12. That's the reason.
Sir, but it depends upon the number what you give it, right?
User may enter with code User may enter with code 098. Don't argue.
But when the user enter with the code, then you give it ulong. If not, we can give you int
No.
too, right?
What will happen? User may enter sometimes directly phone number. Sometimes people will enter with the code 919866193194. In this case, you may have issue. That's the reason unnecessarily why we have to confuse the user. That's the reason go with what next level data type. Okay.
Okay.
The ID
Okay, sir.
table 1 and student name is Rama. Student name is Rama and student phone number is like let's say the phone number is called let's say 9866193194 or some number. So you can observe here number student ID is coming from SID, student name is coming from SName, student phone number is coming for S phone number and move the cursor to the next line. See what I'm telling you, it looks very simple program for you in the beginning stages, but slowly the requirements are increasing. So but you should have this habit called what you know. Yeah, you are going out to purchase something. Suppose you want to purchase only soap, you can remember. But tomorrow you want to purchase 3 items. Day after tomorrow you want to purchase 10 items. Day after tomorrow you want to purchase 100 items. Good person who will have a well-planned person, whenever he is going out, he will take a slip and will write order of the items. What are the items he want to purchase, get from the market. That is a very good practice like that. We are constructing a house and so you can observe in olden days, 20 to 30 years back in India, in villages you can observe our grandfather and forefather houses. They will construct one room here, bathroom here, kitchen here and unplanned houses. These are all. Now onwards you can observe any house even though in villages very well planned. So you can observe here main gate will be there, here open area will be there, here they will keep some empty place for parking agriculture vehicles and here hall, everything. So now even though in villages also the houses are planned houses. The plan is nothing but house plan plus house, well planned houses. So no house plan and house. Generally golden days, 30 years back houses you can observe all are they constructed houses without any plan. So that even though when you are going for a program, whenever you are going for a program, so first to design the expectable output, then go for the program. Then you will get accurate program. You can write accurate. There is no surprises. There is no surprises. Okay. There is no surprises. Now let's go to the program. Whenever you log into the system, immediately mute yourself. Right, come on. Now Once I'll unmute the person, I'll not unmute also. Come on, guys, tell me the code. Now, guys, now write Shravan, tell me the code. Yeah, Shravan, are you there? Shravan is not there, it seems. Right, next, yeah. Seventh, tell me the code.
Okay, sir. Console.WriteLine.
Console.WriteLine. Console.WriteLine.
Enter student ID.
Enter student ID. Enter student ID. Enter student ID.
Student ID.
Next.
U long student ID
SID equal to
U long dot parse.
Parse. Next, tell me.
Console.readline.
Console.readline. Next.
Again console.WriteLine.
Console.WriteLine. Console.
Enter student
Enter student
name.
Student name.
String.
Enter student name. Next. String.
S name equal to console.readline.
Console.readline. Next.
Console.WriteLine.
Console.WriteLine.
Enter student phone number.
Enter student phone number.
U long phone. Student phone number equal to
next.
U long dot parse.
Console.readline.
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 Console.WriteLine.
WriteLine.
Student name. Student ID is just SID.
SID. Next.
Console.WriteLine. Student name is name. Plus SID. Console.WriteLine.
Console.WriteLine.
Student phone number is SPHN. Plus SPHN.
PHN. Right.
Console.readline.
Console.readline. Console.readline is a program. Sravanti, your background is what?
BCom MBA.
BCom MBA. BCom MBA. Right. So there is not required BTech MCS to learn programming. I'm sure about that. Okay, guys. Let's observe the code. I'm tracing you all, guys. I'm tracing. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Okay. Now, whenever you run this application, program execution starts from main method. Program execution starts from main method. First, write line will execute. This write line will print given value. Enter student ID, and after printing the value, it will move the cursor to next line. It will move the cursor to next line. After this, control will execute this statement. Control will execute this statement. In this statement, you have LHS left hand side, you have RHS, but actually first control will execute RHS, like parse method will execute. Parse method, part of the signature will execute. In this signature, you have again a method called readline. Due to that reason, readline method will execute. How readline method will execute? Right now, readline method is executing. What it is doing? Holding the command prompt window. User entered 111. Means 111 is, here you try to understand, 111 is entered by the user. 111 is entered by the user. You can observe readline method is executing. As part of readline, user is here. He is entering a value called 111 and he will press enter. And it is reading by the readline. Readline will return this 111 as a double quotes 111 is nothing but string data, because readline method return type is string. Finally, the parse method signature part called parenthesis part will have a value called 111 with double quotes, nothing but string data. The string data will be converting parse method into ulong. Ulong is nothing but it's just making empty, just 111 without double quotes. Now the data type of this 111 is ulong because of parse method. According to up to here it is executed RHS. Finally RHS is containing a value called 111. The 111 data type is ulong. And next LHS will execute, will create a variable called SID. SID type is ulong. Next control will execute assignment. 111 will be assigning into a variable called SID. So this is this line execution. So almost all same. If you will understand parsing and converting, next topic is converting. It will be good for you. Why I am giving this much focus on typecasting? Wherever you go in .NET platform, next Windows application, web services, advanced, wherever you go, in every line you will have a concept called typecasting. Without typecasting, there is no concept. Right. Next console.writeLine, enter student name. Enter student name. You can observe. Student name, printing the value, moving the cursor to next line. Okay. Next, after this control will execute LHS and RHS. Here RHS will execute. You have LHS, RHS, but whenever you have LHS, RHS, first it will execute RHS, next it will execute LHS, then it will execute assignment. Like that, readline will do what? Readline will holding the command prompt window. User entered Rama. Once you press enter, readline will return that Rama as a string value. Then LHS will create the variable and string Rama will be stored into sname. Next console.writeLine, enter writeLine method will print enter student phone number and moving the cursor to next line. WriteLine method will move the cursor to next line. Then control will execute next line. Same story again here. RHS in RHS it will execute parse. In parse it will execute signature part called readline. Now readline is executing. What readline is doing now? Here what readline is doing here? Teja, what readline is doing now? Right now readline is executing. What readline is doing now?
Waiting for the values, sir. User input.
Holding the command prompt window. User entered a number called 966193194. Once user pressed enter, what will happen? This readline will return that 9866193.194 as a string value. That string value will be converting by the parse method into ulong. Finally, RHS will contain a number called 9866193.194, which is the type of ulong. Next control will execute LHS. LHS will create a variable. Next RHS value will be assigning into LHS variable because of assignment operator. Next control will execute console.writeLine. This writeLine method will print the given value. Student ID is, and what is that value? SID. SID nothing but 111. After printing this, writeLine method functionality is printing the value and moving the cursor to next line. Next, after this, control will execute console.writeLine. Student name is, what is that? S name. S name is nothing but what is that? Rama, and it will move the cursor. After printing this value, it will move the cursor to next line. Means writeLine functionality is printing the value and moving the cursor to next line. Then after this, control will execute what is that? Console.writeLine. Student phone number is SPHNO. Nothing but what? Phone number is nothing but 9866193194 and moving the cursor to next line. Next control will execute console.readline. This console.readline is holding the command prompt window and holding the command prompt window until user will press an enter key. That's it. That is the story. Now here I have a question. We are used to parsing till the time, and any observation about parsing called any limitation or any drawback in parsing. Any drawback or any
It converts only string to other type.
Right. Very. You can observe, guys. You can observe here. Right here. Parsing. Here converting string to ulong. In our last programs also, converting string to other types. String to other types means string to byte, string to s byte, string to long, string to u long, string to double, salary wise string to double. Finally, we can say parsing. The observation about parsing is limitation of parsing is which can convert from only string to other primitive data types. Otherwise we'll write other data types. Converting from only string to other data types. That is only string to converting from string to other types. Then immediately you should get a question. Why parsing is converting from string to other data types? String to other data types. Yeah. Why parsing is converting from string to other data types? Right. Reason. Only why it is converting from string to other data types. Right. Why is converting from only string to other data types? Anybody? Why it is converting from string to only string to other data types? Reason, if you will search, you will get the reason, guys.
Because the read line return
Because
type
read
is
line
a
only
string.
accepts string.
No. Don't say that read line will return string. No. Not like that. You can observe. Parse method is having only one parameter. That parameter type is what? String. Means
String.
Microsoft defined parse method. Like what you know? Parse of, let's say, a Microsoft defined parse method. I will show you the parse method structure skeleton which is defined by the Microsoft. That Microsoft defined parse method with only one parameter. That parameter type is what? String. That parameter type is what? String. That's it. What you know? Parse method will accept only string value. The reason is what you know? Parse method is having only one parameter. That parameter type is what? String. That is the reason. Okay. Now I'll do one thing. I'll give you a couple of tasks on this parsing, and you can complete those tasks by tomorrow. And don't expect that which I will discuss again. And we are going to start tomorrow. Topic is converting. Next topic. But up to that, if you want to perfect on this topic, tasks for you is write a console program to store, to accept the student name, and I'll copy paste into the chart this task. This is task one. Write a console program to accept the student name and the three subject marks. They are M1, M2, M3, and calculate total marks, and AVG marks. Display like below. After that, display like below means, right? Suppose student name is Rama. Your output should be like this. Output should be Rama. Total marks are dash whatever value it is. Rama total marks are right. Whenever you are talking, then only unmute. Otherwise, mute yourself. Rama AVG marks are average. This is the one task. Task 2. Now I am sending task 1 to you, all of you guys. Accept student
So
name.
this task one we did yesterday, so the number 20th one is the same task.
Okay. Then you do one thing. Display total marks, average marks. Then add 10% grace marks to total marks. Total marks, not individual subject. Total marks. Add 10% grace marks. Suppose you got total marks 200. For 200 you add 10%. 200 to 10% means how many marks? 20 marks. then calculate average marks. Okay. Task 2 is
Okay, sir.
Write a console program to store customer name and customer 3 products cost. Write a console program to accept, not store, to accept from where user, customer name and customer 3 broadcast, that is P1 cost, comma P2 cost, comma P3 cost, then calculate total bill, and you are accepting. First enter customer name Rama, enter P1 cost 1000, enter P2 cost 2000, enter P3 cost, like that. Calculate total bill, and then give 10% discount on total bill, then display final bill, like total OP is lot of information, you have to accept so many values, but finally Rama total bill is have to give. But here you will have so many statements to accept inputs from the user, but output should be final Rama total bill is like 2 tasks. I think task 1 I sent to you. Did I send in chat? Did you receive task 1? Did you receive task 1 in chat? No, I think. Let me send.
No, sir.
No. Task 1 I send now. Now I am sending task 2. But Babu, you have written these programs to directly storing. Right now you are writing by accepting input from the user. Okay, right. So thank you very much. We'll meet tomorrow, guys. Okay, bye to all. Yeah, recordings you will get today, damn sure. Don't worry. And all recordings up to date I'm sharing, and according to your request. Yesterday you people send me the dates. According to that, if anybody need any date of recording, you please send me a mail. According to your mail, I'll forward to you by tomorrow. When you will wake up, you will have a mail in your inbox. Thank you very much. And yeah, thank you very much. You can all leave, all of you guys. Yeah, Noble, can you call me within 5 minutes? Noble, can you call me?
Sure, sir. Sure.
Can you call me?
Sure, sir.
Right.